Okay, check 1 2, check 1 2. I can't see the mic audio. Hold up. Is the mic audio? Yep, mic audio is there. We're good to go. Good to go as far as that's concerned. I feel like this camera's a little bit zoomed in. Maybe we should zoom it out just a little bit. We good. Yeah, we good. Hey Nuggets, welcome to the food truck. Welcome. Happy Friday to everyone. My name is Ruka, and I'm not sure if anyone's noticed how crispy this new camera is. Like, just a sec. So this is this is the regular zoom right now, right? And the autofocus is doing its thing. I hope it's doing its thing. You know, if I do this all the way up here. Wait, why is the camera all the way behind me? I thought I fixed that. Sec. Why is the camera behind me? I thought I adjusted this thing. I think it did something when... I see. When I deactivated it, it full screened on me. That's what happened. That's what happened. But we're good now. But yeah. Hey everyone, welcome. So we are back with another I guess you can call this a food review. You can call this a food review. It's gonna be a little bit different from our typical food reviews. We did we do the snack review stuff, right? And that is still coming next week, I believe. The box has not gotten here yet. But so just a sec. So instead, I got some other stuff that I wanted to try and saw, and you know, I have like a whole box of stuff. Basically, I think I kind of went crazy. I kind of went crazy one day. Went on online store that sold a bunch of Japanese food that I kind of wanted to try, and Japanese food I haven't seen before. Like I got some ramen. I got some canned meals. I got some canned meat that doesn't sound too interesting, but once you actually see the canned meat, when we finally get around to it, it's gonna be fairly interesting. I guess some random stuff. There's even some special ramen that that I also got, but I'm not sure when we're gonna get to the ramen bit stuff. But anyway, today we're gonna be doing canned meals instead. So the idea. There really is no idea here. I had a thing going in my head, but there really is no idea here. I just wanted to try some canned meats, canned meals, because you've probably seen some pictures or something like bread in a can. Like I think Japan has a couple of breads in a can. They wouldn't be the first one to do that, but they have done it before. They also have cake in a can, and I guess Oden in a can. With Oden, it's like the little fish cake stuff that's boiled and simmered and marinated and stuff like that. They have some random stuff in the can, but today we're gonna go for something a little bit, I guess, normal, because it's really only I could find as far as meals were concerned. So just imagine, okay, just imagine we're out hiking, we're out camping, or you know, we're out in the field somewhere. MREs, we don't have a whole lot with us. We have our canned foods, and sometimes we might want to heat our canned food, so we're gonna bring back our heating element from our previous MREs. You see that char there? You see that char there? You can see it in like nicer detail now compared to before. Holy crap! I like this camera so much. I oh my gosh, the camera thing. I am getting another camera in. Like this camera is pretty good already compared to the other one we tried a couple of weeks ago with the um it was like I think a couple of weeks ago it was like a webcam, but this one's like an actual camera. So if I actually put this up here, the auto zoom and well auto focus and stuff is like a lot better. You can see like much better detail, though my lighting has much to be desired. I can't really do much about that. But zoom, please. There we go. Wait, this way, this way. Okay. Yeah, so you can see a little bit more detail there. Um, and stuff, which is what I was looking for. The other one didn't really have that, but this one is like, I guess, an entry level camera, so to say. I mean, it does video very well, but I needed something a little bit better for photos. And this, well, this does pretty good photos. It's just in the butt to like navigate all the menu options. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I've been looking into camera stuff recently, and it's like the only thing in my mind. So anyway, we're gonna be trying food today, but just think of us ourselves as out in the field or hiking, camping, whatever, and we don't have a whole lot of stuff. We have cans, heating elements, and we'll be using our previous heating element stuff from the MREs that we've had before. Um, some chopsticks and a spoon, and for us to help a little bit, we got some tongs. Because honestly, if you're doing a campfire, you need some kind of tongs or a twig to move around the hot pieces of wood. Otherwise, it's gonna be very difficult. So we have this we have this today, uh, but there's really not a whole lot of variety of canned food that I saw for Japanese stuff, at least from the store I saw. There's probably a lot more. I mean, there's like canned fish and stuff. I have some canned fish for my ramen or like emergencies and such. You can also use this for emergencies also. But I don't think I've ever seen. We have a few somewhat interesting things, at least to my knowledge. We have a couple of cans of gyudon. So gyudon is like beef, like cooked beef over rice, and we have it in a can format. And specifically, though, this is like Yoshinoya gyudon. I forgot what the difference between the different colors are, but there's like two different flavors here. I think one's just regular, and another one has like some sort of sauce in it. But I didn't know that Yoshinoya made canned gyudon. I know Yoshinoya made like frozen gyudon, but without the rice. So they have like the beef all cut up, cooked, marinated, frozen, and I used to get that a few times because there wasn't any Yoshinoya near me where I last lived. But now there's no Yoshinoya at all, so I can't even get it frozen if I want, even if I wanted to. But we have cans, which are a lot more expensive than the frozen stuff. I feel like the frozen stuff is about the same price as if you're actually getting a Yoshinoya itself in Japan, if not a little bit more expensive. But conversion exports and whatnot. These are already cooked, but they'll also be cold. So that's why we have the heating element here, just in case we do actually have to heat this, right? Right. So we have these two. I also got a couple of yakitori, actual grilled chicken in a can. Like I said, meat in a can, not really that unusual, but I was kind of curious what this would taste like specifically. Like if you look here, we have two different kinds of yakitori. We have a shoyu. We have a shoyu yakitori, and this one I think is like salt. So shio. So we're gonna try it both. I'm gonna try these both, and also this one I did not expect to see in the can. I don't know why, but we also have tamagoyaki in a can. Tamagoyaki is fine and all. I think you see that like pre-made in deli and stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen it in a can. So that's gonna be a little different. But I mean, all things said, I don't think this is gonna be too heavy of a meal. I think when I looked at this, I think there's like this can. I think it's like roughly. No, I think this can is roughly like almost 200 grams. So per 100 gram, hopefully that zooms in pretty well. Okay, it does. Per 100 grams, we got 85 calories here, so about maybe 160, 170 for the entire can here. And then for each thing of gyudon, apparently they're very, very, what do you call this? Accurate, specific. I think specific is is more accurate in this case, because normally if you see like if you see these nutrition counts for the calories and stuff in the US or most other places, they round to like the nearest 5 calories, but in Japan it's like to the nearest 1. I don't know if you can actually get that much that kind of precision normally, but okay, we'll just say that. But this one's like almost 300 calories, and this one's not quite at 300 calories also. So both of these together is like probably like 500 calories. This is basically a burger right here. These 2 cans of gyudon is basically a burger right there. And then even more surprising for the yakitori cans here. Let's see, where is it? So right there, you can probably see it. Can probably see it. Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in? It looks clear on my side, but I don't know if it shows up very well on camera, but you can kind of see it up here. Don't get too close, I guess. You can kind of see it up here. Okay, I think that's clearer here. So you can see 101 calories for the one with the sauce, and about 73 calories for the one without the sauce. So I guess total you can say there's about 200. So we have 5, 200, so that's 7, and then another 200 from here, 900 calories. We're almost at 1,000 calories for just these 5 cans. Now, typically you're probably not going to eat all 5 cans at once unless you're that hungry while you're out and about, but normally I guess just 1 can is just fine. 1 can is just fine. Most Japanese salarymen in real life are gaunt by Western standards. Have I seen most? Oh, I have seen a bunch of salarymen when I went to Japan, but I don't think I saw I don't think I saw like how thin or thick they were. I just kind of like saw them out and about. It's kind of hard to tell through the business suit, but I guess it does make sense. I mean, they did look thin on the most part. Not most people are on the heavy side unless they're inside all day, but they walk around everywhere, especially in Tokyo. They walk around everywhere. So that helps a bit. But yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. I think I want to try these gyudon first. I'm gonna try these gyudons first. We're gonna try it cold, and if it seems not so good cold, then we're gonna heat this up with the heating element that we have, and hopefully that's gonna help. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. How's the volume, by the way? Is the volume good? I'm pretty sure you can hear me, but is the volume good otherwise? Because I don't think I changed anything with the volume, and I hope there's not any double microphone effect, because this camera also can pick up stuff, but I'm pretty sure I turned that off. Anyway, we're gonna try this yellow one first. I forgot what this yellow one was. We'll figure out once we taste it. So, ooh. And it looks like it could use some heating. That is, look at that. I don't know if you can really tell because it's a little bit dark. I'm gonna tilt it towards the light a little bit. But you can see this meat. Volume's good, mic is okay, thank you. Oh, Anthony Buckley, I couldn't see your name. Thank you. Okay. It smells pretty good. It smells okay for like canned meat. Fairly well seasoned, but you can kind of see the the glistening hardened fat on here. You can also see, I think you can also see the rice here at the bottom, right? You can see this giant piece of rice. I'm gonna push the meat aside really quick and see if how much meat we actually have compared to rice. It looks like we have I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. There's meat on top, but it's hard to tell how much rice there is. If you ever have gotten konbini food in Japan, you most of the time will probably see there's a bunch of of these what do you call it? Of these bento boxes where yeah, it looks good on first sight, and then you find out there's like 3 inches of rice underneath whatever meat there is. Looks like yesterday's meat. Yeah, I mean it is canned. It is canned. Supposedly this is good until October of this year, so we're still within date. Though the texture of this is not great. We do, I think, have about 1.5 inches worth of rice under here, and the squishiness is not great, but we're gonna try it. There's not a whole lot of meat either. Let's get that straight first. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of meat. There's like one thin layer. There's like one thin layer of beef, and that is it. And then a lot of rice underneath, which is marinated and flavored by whatever this beef was cooked in. And now it looks a little fatty, a little bit not good to eat, but we're gonna try it. Let's try the rice. All things considered, it's not bad. All things considered, it's not bad, but it's definitely like it could be heated. I mean, let's try the beef really quick. Hard. Hard, but it still disintegrates fairly well. I think what we'll just do is heat this on the heating element. I'm just gonna like gooch kick aside. But this is like, yeah, it's okay in the can, cold, but if you can heat it, heat it. Microwave, not in a can, don't do that. Pour in a bowl or something. Pour in a bowl. But we're gonna want to heat this first, so let's go do that. Still, konbini bentos in Japan are fresh and flavorful. Yes, they are. By the way, I just found this out recently. I'm not sure, and well, this is true though. This is true. But I just found this out recently that you know there's like some pasta and rice dishes that look like there's egg on top of it, right? And whenever you eat that, it's like one of the best things in the world because it's like gooey and stuff. But here's the thing, it's not real egg apparently. It's not real egg on those bento boxes. Unless, you know, it's like a half thing of egg. If you just see what looks like an egg yolk, that's not real egg. That is apparently something else. But it's artificial egg, tastes like real egg, and the reason why they do that is because apparently they're not allowed to, the convenience stores are not allowed to sell real egg on those foods on the shelves for like an extended period of time, because you know that's a health risk apparently. So there's fake egg on top of it, and we're gonna put this on here. Put that on there. So that's fake egg on top of it, and the fake egg is made by the same people that does the Kewpie mayo. So Kewpie mayo is great. And apparently, the fake egg is also great because it's made by those same people. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna heat that. We're gonna heat this, and we're gonna also try the other thing. We're also gonna try this other can of YOSHINOYA just to see what flavor it is. I couldn't tell what flavor this one is. I think it's like just a regular flavor or something. I don't know. It's just regular gyudon with soy sauce. I think this one might be something a little bit different. Textured bag? No, it's not. It's not a textured bug or anything like that. It's like literally, I think it's like literally made with egg whites and a lot of other additives, but it's mainly egg whites. It's mainly egg whites still, but there's a lot of other stuff added to there to make it taste like egg yolk, which is the difference. And the thing is, if you try to cook that fake egg, if you try to cook that fake egg on a pan, apparently it'll just melt away. So there's a lot of fat in it also. There's also a lot of fat. Oh, 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 oh. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. You know what I did? You know what I did? I burned plastic. I burned plastic. You're not supposed to do that. Do not burn plastic. Do not burn plastic. Ah, I didn't realize there was plastic on here. Okay, can I remove this? Or is it too hot to remove? Okay, hopefully... Oh, this thing is expanding? That thing is expanding? Excuse me, let's put this to the side. Let's put that to the side. I'm just gonna hold this up to the fire. Maybe that'll be for the best. So, yeah. Okay, I don't want this to explode on me. I want it heated, but I don't want it to explode on me. Okay, so I made one mistake right now. I forgot there was a wrapping around the cans, and now we have smoke in here. I hope the fire alarm doesn't activate. But the can has a plastic wrapping here, and it kind of burned that while it was heating. I did not realize that. So hopefully we got some heat in here. This thing was like, the can was like expanding a little bit when it was heating, or at least the contents of the can was expanding. So I was afraid like it was gonna explode, but it didn't. But it did heat up the bottom. Probably some gases in there got expanded. And now hopefully it's a little bit warmer. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer. Let's see. Maybe hopefully this is better. Dakimasu. Nope, no heat. No heat penetrated. It's a little bit, it moves a little bit now because some heat got through, but it doesn't taste like it was warmed up. It doesn't taste like it was warmed up at all. But look at this. Look at this thing. Does that look appetizing or what? I don't know. It doesn't look great. Flavor-wise, definitely needs to be heated. It's alright. It definitely tastes like slop at the end of the day. Like the rice, I think is like not your typical Japanese white rice. I think it's a little bit of brown rice, which is kind of surprising, to be honest. I was not expecting brown rice flavor. Oh, you know what? You probably can't really see it, but it burned the bottom of the can a little bit. So it's like a, what's there like a burnt flavor here? Because it burnt the bottom of the can. That's why. Flavor review. Burnt out of 10. That's my fault. Burnt out of 10. That's my fault. I think ideally what we should have done is scrape this all out, put it in a pan or a bowl, heat it in the microwave, and it'll be much better that way. But we're kind of like just simulating an outdoors thing right now. Okay, we're simulating an outdoors thing right now, and I think the better way to heat this is not direct flame. The better way to heat this is boil some water, dunk the cans in boiling hot water, and heat it that way. Except I don't have that much water I can heat with, so that's an issue. That's an issue. Anyway, I couldn't really tell what this tasted like. I think it just tasted like regular teriyaki or shoyu, but it's a little hard to tell because I forgot what the thing said. We're gonna try this one though. I'm also gonna try to heat this one. But also, is there a wrapping on this? If there is a wrapping on it, can I remove it? No, this is paint. I think that's paint. This can, on the other hand, actually has plastic wrapping, so I can't remove that. This is probably not something I want to burn because the paint's gonna burn like crazy. We're gonna try anyway. Alright, can number 2. Looks about the same. This seems a little fattier than the other one, at least on the onset, I feel like. Much fattier. Look at that. Holy crap, the fat is everywhere. Normally whenever you do these beef both things, you want one of two cuts of meat. The ideal cut of meat is going to be ribeye. Ribeye because of the connective tissue and all the fat, or a substitute to ribeye is chuck. And they only use, I think, ribeye for these, or at least some sort of fatty cut of meat that may or may not be ribeye. But it's beef, and this looks like heavily the same kind of marinade and such. It's a different color. I think it looks a little bit more caramel, so maybe there might be some more soy sauce here. Rice tastes like porridge. A bit sweeter, a little bit sweeter than the other one. And this one does what? Fatty. All I tasted was fat. No beef. No beef. It's fat. Let me try this again. Try that again. Ah. Not sure which one I like better. This one is okay. This one is tainted by the burn that I did, so that's not a good comparison. I think there's a little bit more flavor here. However, at the end of the day, they both look like slop. Honestly, look at that. They kind of look like slop, don't they? I mean, not the most appetizing thing, but when you're out and about, I don't know if you can be that picky. So, I'm gonna try one more time to heat this one. We cannot heat this one unless I can figure out how to get this plastic off. And the thing is, even if I did, even though I can get this plastic off, I may not be able to heat it the way I want to, just because it's gonna burn at the bottom, and I think this one's also gonna burn at the bottom. I think what I need to do first, before I do anything, before I start lighting fires, is that we dislodge everything in here, mix everything up, so that nothing is really stuck at the bottom. There's gonna be still some things stuck at the bottom. Some things will still burn. I think that's inevitable. However, we can at least mix it up. And then hopefully the rest of the heating will do the job for us. It's flavorful slop, at least. Flavorful slop. Okay, let's try this again. Try this again. We do have a second. We do have a second thing we can burn here if we have to. Okay. Do me proud. Do me proud. Okay, while that's heating, I do kind of want to break in this tamagoyaki. Let's do something that's not meat, and let's do egg. We're not going to heat this at all. Cold tamagoyaki is fine. I've done that before plenty of times. Doesn't have to be heated. So, let's see. I don't know who made this one. I'll be honest, I don't know who made this one. Here's the information for anyone who wants to look that up themselves. But as far as who actually made it, it doesn't really say. I think it's just a generic, maybe not generic, but CB Hand. I think CB Hand is the brand, at least according to this thing. And I don't know who CB Hand is. I've never heard of them. And look at our udon here on the side. It's let me push that towards the camera. Woo! I am burning my table, and that should not be a thing. Please don't burn. Please don't burn. I feel like I'm gonna be burning some stuff here. I really don't want to. Next time we do one of these canned food reviews, I'm gonna have like some piping hot rice, and it'll be much better. I swear it'll be much better. Okay. Whoa! That's not what I expected. That's not what I expected from my tamagoyaki. Hold up. So here's a tamagoyaki. I don't know if you can tell, but there's liquid in here. I don't know why we have liquid in the tamagoyaki. Preservative? Excuse me? Let me taste this preservative water really quick and see what it's like. Salty. Salty. It's not bad. Honestly, this preservative water is not bad. It's kind of like just it just tastes like egg and salt. Very eggy, very salty. So I'm guessing that's how they keep the tamagoyaki fresh. Which honestly, it makes sense. Though I have some issues with that on a different level. Okay, let's remove this from the heat. Okay, smoke to the side. Okay, smoke to the side. It's scarred my table a little bit, so I'm gonna have to like, fix that. Anyway, let's see. I'm probably gonna have to like hold this with the tongs because that's gonna be super hot. So let's mix this up. There's probably gonna be some char at the bottom. Probably not as bad as the other one. Everything's melted a little bit, but I don't think it got to the top because I don't have any coverings over there. There is like liquid fat now. Can you see? It's kind of like liquid fat in here from all the heat that got generated. All right. Pulls up a little bit more. Kind of looks like porridge at this point. Some really thick porridge you can eat You can eat with chopsticks. Itadakimasu. Not hot. Not hot. It barely even warmed up, but it's still better than it was earlier. Better what it was earlier, but it's still not good. It is not good. I'm gonna eat it with some. Oh! I got the hot bits. I got to the hot bits at the bottom. I just need to figure out how to spread that heat a little bit more. But the hot bits at the bottom actually taste really good. Not too bad. Is it better hot? Yes. Because now it doesn't taste like a solid thing of fat and rice and beef. But the texture is very mushy. Not good whatsoever. So this is a hard recommend even as emergency food. That's a hard recommend even as emergency food. I don't even know a situation I would recommend this other than just, you know, just trying. Like we're doing right now. Maybe if my expectation of this wasn't like Yoshinoya beef in a can, then maybe it would actually be a little bit better. But it's like, it's just mush. Honestly, the mush is just not great. But I'm gonna eat it because it's food. It's food. Anyway, let's go to the egg really quick. Over here. So here's the tamagoyaki. Tamagoyaki in a can with egg water. And because of that, I'm going to set aside the... I think I'm going to try to pull this out from the can. I'm going to transfer it to the plate. The plate that has been slightly scarred with the bottom of the cans and such. So I think I need to pour this liquid out first, and I don't really have anything here. Be right back. I'm gonna like grab a cup of something or something to pour that egg juice out. For lack of a better word, it's egg juice. Hey, Atro. Welcome, welcome. What's on the menu? Yoshinoya Beef in a can. Two of them. We already tried them. This one is... Let me zoom out. So they're both kind of similar. They're both things of mush in a can. Not great whatsoever. They're kind of like porridge in a can at this point instead of actual gyudon in a can. But they're not great unless you heat them, and even if you heat them, it's still a little questionable. They're kind of like I said, they're so closer to porridge. Is it good porridge? No, not really. Not really. It's flavorful porridge, but I wouldn't say it's good by any stretch of the thing. So, egg juice, yes. So, this is tamagoyaki. Let me zoom in a bit. This is tamagoyaki in a can, and apparently there's some water here and salt, and it tastes a little bit like the actual tamagoyaki. So this is how they're preserving tamagoyaki in the can. So let me just pour this out really quick so that I can actually put it on the plate and we can see this thing in all its glory. And here's the egg juice that came out. Is actually the egg juice itself is actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, the egg juice is actually pretty good. It looks a little bit weird at first, but other than that, it's not bad. Do not insult Yoshinoya and Gyudon like this. I did not insult Yoshinoya and Gyudon like this. Okay. Do you see this logo? Do you see this logo on the can? This is literally Yoshinoya on a can. Okay? This is their old logo. Okay? This is their old logo. So I am not insulting them. They insulted themselves by making this thing in a can. But the thing is, this is kind of like emergency food. At this point, this is emergency food, maybe hiking food. So yeah. Yeah. Also, welcome, Marina. Intrusive shots say drink the egg juice. I mean I've already done it. I've already drank this with the spoon stuff. I'll do it again. It's not bad. Could be warmed up a little bit, but it's not bad. It's like seriously, it's not bad. This though, I'm kind of curious. If you look at the color of this egg, it's not maybe I don't know. The egg color is not the best. It's a little bit light because it probably has been in this can for who knows how long. The can is supposedly good until when's the best by date of this? It is not on this side. Let me see. Where is the best by date for the egg is not here. It's definitely not in the pop lid. So, is it on the side here? I don't think it says. The egg is good apparently forever. According to the can, because there's no use by date, it is good forever. So, I don't know what that says. Anyway, this is our tamagoyaki in a can. Oh, there's 4 pieces of tamagoyaki, by the way. So, how does that look? How does that look? I'll give you a closer shot at that. How does that look? Appetizing, not so appetizing. It definitely doesn't look like your typical tamagoyaki because it's been sitting in brine for who knows how long. And I paid how much for this to try? I don't know. If we look closer at the actual tamago itself, though. Hey, zoom in on that. Okay, good. You can see you can see the rings. It can change shape. Yeah, it can change shape to the can, apparently. Hey, zoom in. Okay. So I love this camera, honestly. I don't know why I'm getting another camera just to test besides this, but this camera's pretty good already. But anyway, look at the rings. Look at the rings. There's still you can still kind of tell there's rings here, even though it's like one massive thing. But if you separate it like this, the rings are pretty thick. The rings are super thick, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure eggs are not that thick when you cook them. But maybe that's just one side. If we look at the other side, if we look at the other side, it looks a little bit more like your traditional tamagoyaki cut right here. At least these rings do, but for some reason they fused over here, and I'm not exactly sure why. Do they normally do that? I've made tamagoyaki a couple of times, but I don't think they fuse like this. You know, they don't fuse like this. They usually typically still stay like this. Though, if I think about it, whenever you do make tamagoyaki and cut them up, the insides do kind of look a little fused, right? Just a little bit. Anyway, let's cold tamagoyaki sitting in brine for who knows how long. Shots. Soft, as expected. It tastes like the broth, which is basically water, salt, and egg. And honestly, I can't say it's the best thing ever, because it isn't. Because it isn't. But is there a silver lining to this? I'm trying to find a silver lining to this. It's salty, not very sweet. If there's any sweetness, the sweetness comes from the egg, but even then, it's not that sweet at all. It just tastes like egg. It tastes like, oh man, what would it even taste like? It literally tastes like an omelet. It tastes like a wet omelet. And that is really the best description I can give this. It's not good. It's not the best description. Pickled egg, it would be pickled if there was sourness. There's no sourness in this egg whatsoever. It's just salted, so brined egg. Brined omelet is what this is. I don't know how you feel about brined omelet, but that's what I'm eating right now. It's just so eggy. Not terrible, not great either. I don't typically give ratings when I do this. But if I have to give a rating to this, it's like this would be like a 3 out of 10. And I usually don't give something that low. This one of the beef gyudons. Let me try this again. Heated up, it goes up to like 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for the orange can of beef gyudon. I couldn't really heat up the other one because there's plastic around here, and I forgot to take out the plastic, and the plastic burned, and it's not good. So now it's more like solidified fat and rice in this can. Because of that, it's gonna go down a little bit. But let me try this again. Let me give this a rating. Tastes a little bit burnt, but that's my fault. Without the burn, if I can try to pry myself from it, this is also a 3 out of 10. Very fatty, very brown ricey. It doesn't taste like regular rice, it tastes like brown rice, to be honest. So that's a little weird. But I'm gonna eat it anyway because I bought it and it's so expensive. The canned beef and rice seems like it'd be okay compared to the canned egg. This looks sus. Well, honestly, you're probably right. The canned beef and rice is probably better than the canned egg. The canned egg is okay. If you put the canned egg into some ramen, you could probably forgive it. You could probably forgive this the canned egg a little bit, because it's you're not gonna tell the difference. The canned egg will absorb whatever flavor it's put into, And in this case, if you put it into ramen broth, it's gonna taste like the ramen with a little bit of the saltiness from this brine, which I'm gonna drink again. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, maybe I should have ended with a gyudon. Maybe I should have started with the appetizers. But then again, when we're talking yakitori and stuff, we have 2 more cans, guys. We're not done yet. We have 2 things of gyudon. We have 1 thing of egg, and now we have 2 cans of yakitori. 2 cans of yakitori. We are not going to heat this up because paint. I could try, but I don't feel comfortable with it because paint. But this one is salt. This one is shoyu, I think. And they're gonna be hopefully somewhat okay. Let's start the salt first. Salt is easy. Salt is easy to check. So this one is good until 2025. Oh, that's not good. Hold up. Let me get the fire out again. Let me get the fire going again. Where's my match? I'm gonna put this on top of the can so that it probably doesn't burn my table any more than it already has. So put this over here. You see this? You see this gelatinous thing of chicken? Wait, I'm not eating that as is. That is gonna get heated up a little bit. I want that thing to melt. I am not eating that as is. I should probably try one, just for the content, you know, just so we can say we did. It's a small one. It's a small piece of chicken. Is this even chicken? This is chicken, right? Okay, it is chicken. I see it, so you have to also. So this is canned yakitori. It doesn't even look like yakitori. It just kind of looks like a raw piece of chicken, if I'm being perfectly honest. And there's gelatinous stuff everywhere. My gosh. I'm usually okay with eating anything, but this is a little bit... I don't know, this almost looks like human meat. Which is kind of weird. The gel is the best part, you say. Yeah, if it's connective tissue. But the thing is, that's too much gel, personally. That's too much gel. I just want the gel to melt a little bit. I'll be honest though, the chicken's not bad. The chicken is actually pretty good. Surprisingly, chicken good. It just needs to be heated up a little bit. Just like anything that's canned, it needs to be heated up a little bit. But look at that. Oh, that's spilling out everywhere. That's spilling out everywhere. Shio, the salt yakitori. Much better once it's heated. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this chicken juice though. I'm probably gonna like set that aside for like a ramen additive for tomorrow or something. Because, you know, we're gonna need the ramen additive. Ooh. Okay. This is splashing around everywhere. I think that's heated enough. Okay, no. No more. No more. No. We'll do it for we'll save a little bit of that for the second one. Where do I put you so you don't burn things? I used to put things on the plate, but the plate is now occupied by egg. But anyway, we'll just put it here. We'll put it there, next to the egg. Let me taste that gel a little bit, or at least a melted gel, which looks like clarified chicken fat at this point. And that's what it is, clarified chicken fat with some salt. Pretty tasty though. Very thick. Look at this. It's very thick. Oh, you can't really see that. How do I show this to you? Thick. Kind of thick. It was thicker when it was not hot, heated. But actually tastes pretty good. Get some rice. If we actually have some rice, pour that over the rice. It's probably gonna turn out like these canned gyudons over here. And I don't know, the canned gyudon's like the canned gyudon's like rubbing off on me, but only because the flavor is good, but texture-wise it's just not really good. Also, hello Rex, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh. I didn't think today was gonna be a punishment type thing. Usually when you get food from Japan, it's pretty good, but I never actually tried their canned stuff. Minus the fish. Canned fish their canned fish is pretty good. The canned sardines, canned mackerel, that is good. I haven't tried this before, and I think I know why they don't they don't usually sell this on the shelves over there. Maybe they do. I just never seen it. Let me try that egg again. Should I save this egg for tomorrow's lunch? I don't know. The egg seems. Yeah, I'm gonna save the egg for tomorrow's lunch. That needs something else. It just tastes like egg. For a lack of a better word, I was gonna say it tastes like balut, but if you don't know what balut is, it's a little difficult to explain. The thing is, balut is actually pretty good. Balut is a cooked duck egg, basically, with the embryo of the duck still inside. So either it's like 12 days, 14 days, 16 days, 18 days, 20 days. And depending on how many days old it is, the fetus of the duck is that much formed. So higher the number, the more duck there is to it. I don't know exactly what that does for the flavor itself. Maybe there's more duck flavor compared to egg flavor the longer it is. And you know, if you let it go to like 18, 20 days, you start getting feathers. I don't think you want to eat feathers itself, but it's basically cooked duck in an egg. And I personally don't like the duck itself, but on the rest of the egg, the yolk and the soup that actually gets in that comes from that is actually pretty good. That is pretty good. That's what this reminds me of. That's what this reminds me of. The inside of that. That's probably what the soup also reminds me of. Balut is where I would draw the line when it comes to food, and I'm pretty adventurous. I don't know. I mean, I've eaten balut quite a few times, and honestly, it's not bad. It just tastes like egg. Honestly, it just tastes like egg. The thing that people get, what do you call it? The thing that gets people the most with that is the duck fetus. I don't know a better way to say it. The baby duck, the duck fetus. It's not technically a baby duck just yet, but it's a forming baby duck. But yeah, that's what gets most people, and understandably, I get it. Oh my god, I'm actually eating this all. But truth be told, there's not a whole lot of chicken in this salt flavored chicken yakitori. And honestly, it doesn't even look like chicken yakitori if you look at the meat. Okay, if you look at this meat over here. Camera, zoom in. So if you look at this meat over here, it doesn't look grilled or anything. It just kind of looks like your typical cooked meat in a can that's been sitting in canned juice for way too long and now has a certain texture to it. Not grilled, no char marks whatsoever. So it's a little bit meh as far as texture goes, but flavor-wise, it still tastes like chicken. Doesn't flake like... it flakes a little bit like chicken. It flakes a little bit like chicken, but it's not the best. Not the best piece of chicken, that's for sure. That was the shio though. That was the shio. I think I'm gonna have to heat this one too. I think we're gonna have to heat can number 2 also. So this is supposedly soy sauce. Soy sauce yakitori. Let's open that really quick. I'm expecting the same gel in this one like the other one. And this one's good also 2 years from now. Oh, yep, there it is. There's that gel. Let me trace a little bit of that gel since I didn't really in the last one. So let's just get it from the lid over here. Alright, gel tasting time. Let's go. Sweet! With hardly a taste of saltiness. What is this? I may not have to heat that, but I'm gonna try a piece without heating. Because I'm really curious how this is. You look how gelatinous this is. See how gelatinous this is? This is the thing that got me with the last one. And I don't know what to make of that. It's good though. You know what? Honestly, I don't think I want to heat this one. I don't think I want to heat this one because the flavor just clings to the meat. And while it might not look the best, and the texture might not even be the best either, just the flavor of this all, it's pretty good. Like both cans of chicken, I would probably rate that as maybe a 5 out of 10, and that's being generous. It's not bad. It's a little fatty because apparently there's some pieces of chicken skin on one of them. But this gel is actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, if I had to pick between this and the gyudon, I might pick the chicken. I might pick the chicken. There's not a whole lot of calories here for whatever you're doing. I think there's like 100 calories or something compared to like 300 of the gyudon because of the rice and the beef and the fat and all that stuff. But it's still, I feel like it's still better than slop. Better than this slop, whatever it is. Which is, I mean, it's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. Also, partly my fault for burning the bottom here, so it's a little hard to actually taste it. But yeah, that's our review for today. We kind of sped ran through this because I wasn't sure how I was gonna do this. Because the plan was to like go through these little small sections of the stuff I bought. And today's theme is like canned meals, and the canned meals is very sus. The canned meals are very sus, not gonna lie. Would I get any of these again? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I have a better chance of actually getting sardines. Canned sardines are good anytime, you know. Canned sardines are good anytime, but this, I don't know, it's kind of like eating spam without heating it. You know what I mean? Chicken does look pretty good for the canned chicken. Honestly, it kind of does. There's just not a whole lot of it. You get like maybe 1, 2, 3, like 4 good-sized pieces of chicken. Some of them have skin, like this one does have skin. So this one kind of has skin on it, so you're getting a little bit of chicken sushi minus the rice. Except the rice is the chicken meat, and the meat part would be the skin, I guess, if you like that. Which is okay. Which is okay. You can eat anything in an emergency situation. Because honestly, in an emergency situation or no fire situation, you have no choice. You have no choice but to eat this as is, right? Right? So, thinking about that, it's not that bad. You just kind of have to get through it. I still think this is probably better than the time I ate bugs on stream. Still better than that. By a mile. But this is, it just takes a little getting used to. We don't eat this for pleasure. We eat this because we have to. Who eats this stuff for pleasure? I don't know. I don't get it. Except now I'm slowly getting to there. I'm slowly getting to them. I'm appreciating the gel. I'm appreciating the gel for what it is, which is kind of weird to say. But this is our quick and dirty review of some Japanese canned foods. I don't think this is typical Japanese canned food. I don't think you can find this typically. I don't know. Anyone who lives in Japan, tell me, have you seen these? Have you seen the canned gyudon? Have you seen the canned tamagoyaki and canned yakitori? Because I don't think I've ever noticed. The couple of times I went to the Japanese grocery store, I never noticed. Wait a second. This chicken still has a bone. Is this a bone or... Oh no, that's not a bone. Look at this. Look at this. Oh crap, it fell. Oh no, it didn't fall. I think this is the end of a feather or something. Wait. Zoom in. Zoom in. I think that's the end of a feather or something. This is kind of like definitely not a perfectly clean chicken, to say the least. So surprising we got that. Well, that's just a little bonus for the stream, I guess. Anyway, I don't know what else to say about this. Did anything look good here to you guys? Any favorites from this weird collection of food? Pin feather? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something like that. I wasn't sure what kind of feather it was, but anything look good here? I did eat all of the chicken yakitori, the shio one, the salt one, and I might finish off the other one here soon enough. But the I think I know I gave them rankings, but definitely the chicken was the best, followed by maybe the egg. That's a huge maybe from the egg. The gyudon on the other hand just does not look or taste appetizing in any shape, form, or fashion. This is not the gyudon I know and love, but this is a gyudon that was made for the can by, let me remind you, Yoshinoya, okay? This is their logo. I'm not making this up. This is the Yoshinoya logo. So blame Yoshinoya for this. And I don't know why this passed Yoshinoya, but apparently it passes Yoshinoya. So that's all I gotta say about that. Straight from the farm to the can. Yeah, that's basically what happened to the chicken. I mean, at least you know at least you know it's actual chicken compared to the sus stuff you can sometimes find in canned food. But you know, I've come to see your post-apocalyptic dinner course. Ah, Mars, you kind of missed most of it. I'm pretty much done now. I'm pretty much done. This was everything. We went through we went through some stuff. You're gonna have to like go back into the VOD if you want to see exactly what transpired. But the chicken was okay. The chicken was okay. I would probably pack that into the into the apocalypse box if I had to. But honestly, I would still go with canned fish. 100% all the time, I will go with canned fish compared to this. I would probably do this for extra flavor, like the canned yakitori for extra flavor, but canned fish all the time. And if I need carbs, we don't have to go to gyudon to do that. We have hardtack, we have cookies, we have bread that can go stale, but it's still bread. You know. I don't think I'd ever pack the canned tamagoyaki. Nothing against the canned tamagoyaki. It's fine. All things considered, it's fine. But it's just not the best thing to pack in here. I mean, look at how big this can is, okay? This can is about as big as my hand, and the calories you get, the calories you get for this size of a can, I guess it is twice as much as the the yakitori. So okay, so 2 yakitoris equals 1 tamagoyaki, but flavor-wise, I would still get the 2 yakitoris. The gyudon, much more calorie dense compared to the tamagoyaki any day of the week. So if you need calories, this would be it. Just be prepared for, just be prepared for that. Prepared for the texture and flavor and whatnot. Also heat. It all looks kind of good to me, to be honest. I mean, if you look at it one way, it's okay for canned food, but there are certain expectations. But if you're in a desperate situation, you really don't care about that. Honestly, you don't care about any of that. I will, however, finish off this egg juice right here, because I don't know where else to put the egg juice. I don't know where to put the egg juice, but the egg juice is actually kind of nice to drink, so I'm going to drink that. Ah, not bad. All things considered, the egg juice wasn't bad. So that's done. Yeah. So I just want to show this. We'll try something else next time. We'll try a different set of random food from Japan that I don't think most people have seen. And there is going to be one set of canned food that I really want to show you before I go on my trip this year. And it is going to be a little while before we get there, because there's a lot of stuff in between that we have to do first. But it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. I hope you join me for that. Next week, though, we will be doing a little bit more normal food fare. We'll be doing a snack box review. We'll be doing the Tokyo Treat snack box review for July. So, if you want more food, come by again next week, and we'll see what we get. All right. Sorry for the short stream, everyone, but I really have to go today, and I honestly didn't think it was going to be this short to begin with, but I hope you enjoyed the little preview that we got. So I'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day, and see you later. Bye-bye, everyone. See ya.